Yep. Good morning, everyone. So last session we learned about one example on API. You tried, you designed it. I given one task, na? How many of you done? No? Then it is waste of learning then. Huh? You tried. What you tried? Can you show what you tried? Huh? That is what the task is. That's what you need to think. Yeah? You can't depend on me for every logic. That cannot happen as a software developer. A software developer have to think the consequences. Right? You can't simply sit that I tried, not working. Right? You need to achieve that. You search Google, right? You will get a lot of help in understanding how the logic happens. Try to implement that. That's what you need to do. You can't simply say that I tried, not working, right? You have to achieve at least 80-90% of the logic in that. Anyone successfully done from online? Yes. Who is this? Sagar Danita. Yes. Yes, Sagar, you can share your screen. You can unmute yourself. Yes, anyone done this exercise that I given?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Sagar, you done it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Can you share that?
Yes, sir. Just sir, it is visible.
Yes. Yes. Can you show the logic where you calculated that sum of all those categories?
Sir, here.
You are calculating while adding the cart itself. Huh?
Yes, sir. And removing the cart.
Okay.
Sir, I'm adding
one item, two items. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Okay. Now show me where the total calculation you done in the VS Code so that others can get an idea.
Sir, I done in add to cart function here.
In add to cart, what you have done, explain that to those people, others will see. You created a price variable.
Yes, sir.
Right. Good. Then when item is added to that price, you are adding the product price.
Yes, sir.
And you are using actually add and assign operator.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Add and assign operator means already whatever value is there, to that value it is adding the
Adding
new one,
new one.
right?
Yes, sir.
Good.
And
Right.
remove click.
Next.
Remove click.
So in remove click,
looking.
what you are doing?
Yes, sir.
In remove click, you are subtracting that. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Yes, good. And how you identified that remove click? How that particular item is removed?
Sir, I am either.
You are removing from array on
Sir.
remove click.
Yes, sir.
On remove click, what is the item ID you are sending? Huh?
Yes, sir. Item ID.
Okay.
And I'm using a confirm. If I press on OK, it will remove. And also,
you can round that number. That will be
sir.
better. Huh?
Yes, sir. I forgot.
Yes, yes, fine.
It will working fine, sir.
Okay.
And here also,
count is updated there, right? Yes.
And I'm adding here 3 cells.
You are adding those cells for displaying the
price.
total.
Yes, sir. Price.
Right. Yes, yes. Okay. So you posted this code into Classroom?
Yes, sir. I posted already.
Okay, good. Good. Right.
Can I stop, sir?
Okay, it's good, right? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And anyone else designed that? If you have created it, yes. Kumar.
Yes, I have posted, sir.
You posted?
Yes, yes, I have posted.
Okay, then. So if you done that, you post into the class, I will check. Huh?
Yes, sir, I have posted already.
Okay, okay. Okay, good then. Able to achieve all the functionality?
Yes, all the functional working.
Working fine?
Yes.
Right, good. Okay. Right. Anyone else have any doubt related to this? Anyone have any doubt? Have you worked with you people practiced offline? You at least designed the design that I given in class. You need to try the additional functionality also. Okay. Right. Fine. Then once you are good with that, yep. So once you are aware of this, we learned how to create the communication with API and access the data and present the data. Now, here our main concept is to understand a data type called, what is the data type? Array of objects. Array objects, array of objects. This is the main thing. Now, in this, I will show you little more complex data. Means actually nested iterations. We will see the nested iterations actually. For example, see here how we can handle nested iterations. Suppose I am adding .html. Suppose we are creating a simple ordered list here. So this is ordered list. Now we have a body onload. So that is body load. And here we have a script and the function body load. On body load, let's keep some data here. So we are adding some data. Data is globally, I will put some data here where that is menu or say category, product categories. So data here, okay. It is an array. In this array, we have an object. In that we have category. The category name is electronics. In that we have products. Products is again array. That means an array inside array. And this products is having like televisions. And it is having like mobiles. Like this we define. Now we have another category. So another category, this is some footwear. So in this we have products. The products we have like what is some casuals and like some boots we are having. That is the basic. Now what I want to do is I want to present this in ordered list. This is an array of objects and every object have again array. Now how I want this presentation is I want like this. That means number one, I want electronics. That is the category. In that electronics, I want here, so televisions, that is a subcategory, that means child. And I want here like mobiles. After that we have two. In that we need, so another one like footwear. And in that these options are there. Some casuals, so like this. So like boots, so we want like this, boots. This is basically how we need to manage. All right. Now technically, how to present like this? So first you need to read every category. In the every category, you want to display in first level. And under that, there is another array. That array must be displayed in the second level. As we want to display them as unordered list. We have an ordered list and we have unordered list. Now, how do we create a nested list? To create a nested list, first you should know in HTML how nested list is created. Then you can present that correctly. In HTML, how nested list is created? In HTML, nested list is created like this. You know in HTML how it is created, OL. In that you are having LI. In that LI we have some electronics. In that list item itself, you will have another unordered list. This unordered list will have list item. This list item will have like TV, the list item close. And it will have another list item. This list item will have like mobiles. And after that, this unordered list is closed. After that, this list item is closed. That's how we do. Now this design you must able to dynamically generate. And in the first category, these items are displayed. After that, in the second, these items are displayed. How do we handle that? Right? Let's see how we can configure that. Let's see one simple point. So if you are dealing with that here I am writing first for loop for where item of collection is data. We are reading every item, and every item is an object. So we will create a list item, document dot create element li. In this li, this is list item. In this list item, what we want, that is the list item created. In this list item, what we want item category. We want the first one, right? In that list item, we want item category. So li dot inner HTML is equal to item dot what category. After that this list item must be added into ordered list. So I will put document dot query selector. So ordered list dot append child. We have to add li. List item is added. You can see now. So one level is working fine. That is working fine. Now what should happen is, under this electronics, I want under that category, I want all the products. Remember, this item is object, and that object contains two details. One is category, another one is what? Products. We have category and we have products. We have two options are here, category and products. Now category is a ordinary string we are printing. What is the second one? Products. Products is what type? Array. In that array, we need to read all. Then what you have to do here, I have to create another for. We have to read where item, not item because already item is taken. I will use product of what is the collection. Collection is item dot products, because products is not a member. In that item you have products. Now for every product we have to create a unordered list item. So we have to create where ul is unordered list. Document dot create element. First you create unordered list. After that you have to create unordered list item. Why I cannot use li? Because li is already taken. It will shadow. We know variables will shadow if we are using var. So here unordered list item, document dot create element. You have to create li list item. Now in this list item we need to add. In this list item we need to display. We need to add and display, right? So how we can add and display unordered list item dot inner HTML? What to add? The product. Product name is added into this. That means we are reading every product and adding as unordered list. Now this unordered list item must be added. It must be added into unordered list, right? Once. This mouse is not. So this unordered list item is going to add into unordered list. That means what we have to do, ul dot append child into unordered list list item. We have to add UL li. Unordered list item must be added. That is done. That means now one more work is there. What we have to do? This unordered list must be added to list item. That means what I have to do again. So document dot not li dot what? Append child. Append child is what? UL. UL is added to unordered list. Now this is on body. That is how we can use the parent and child hierarchies. If there is complex data, that's how we need to present the data. These kind of tasks are very regularly given to you. Nested things, nested lists, right? You need to try these. So inside a loop, another loop. How to create the nested loops, right? This is one example. Let me copy this. This is complex data. Now we'll do one thing here. Can you create like this nested list in a drop down? Is it possible? Can you create a nested list in drop down? Is it possible to have a drop down in drop down? It's not possible. Have you ever created? Then how you say possible? You know, you already learned HTML means, you know, you learned HTML option is a RC data type. Options are RC data type. In option, you can put bold italic. Do you know HTML options are RC data type? Don't know. RC data type means they don't allow formats, symbols, icons. They don't allow. That means, for example, here you are having an option. Can I display bold in this? Can I write bolder? Font color bold. Can you write like this? It's not possible. They are RC data type. RC data type means they don't allow any another element inside them. That means they are not going to allow such things. Right? Then the point is you cannot create a drop down in drop down. You cannot create drop down in drop down. If you cannot create a drop down in drop down, then how you can present a nested one like this? How it is possible? Actually, if you have learned drop down in HTML, you know that in a HTML drop down, usually we have a select. You have an OPT group. This OPT group will have a label. In that label, you can define the category name. And in this OPT group, you can have option. That means OPT group is a collection of options. Is a collection of options. You can have multiple options like this. OPT group is a set of options. Now close this OPT group. OPT group is closed. Now, like this, we can generate. We can configure. Options list can be defined in this way. Right? So, you are tested on a lot of these presentations. Right? So, that means when you go to 100 to 100%, when you go to JavaScript interviews, they give you practically screen designs and they will say, achieve this. You have to create by your own all those designs. So there you have to think first, what is used for presenting like this in HTML. First, you should get that presentation idea in HTML. After you got that idea on HTML, now you have to create that HTML using JavaScript. That means first, if any design comes to you, that you have to create through JavaScript, first you should have an idea of that in HTML. Without JavaScript, with HTML, how it is designed. Then once you make that model ready, first you write in HTML. After that, for this, now you write logic. That means now for this, you need to write the logic. How to write the logic? I hope now you can tell. We will write a for var item of collection. Collection is some data. For every item, what we have to do this time, first we have to create an OPT group. OPT group. In that OPT group, what we have to do? OPT group should have a label. That label should contain what? Item.category. That is category name na? The category. After that, what we have to do? We have to create an option. What this option for which one? That means another for where product. For every product, what we have to do? Product of collection is data. It is not data. Actually, it is what? Item dot products. Now, for every product, what you have to create? For every product, we have to create an option. In this option, what we need to display? Option, we need to display option text. We need to display product. Now, this option must be added where? That option must be added into option group. That option group must be added to dropdown. Right? So first, if any design comes, first think about the design and prepare the design in your HTML. By seeing that, you can understand which element to create and you can present it. That is the way how you have to practice. If any dynamic presentation is given, you are asked to dynamically present like that. For that, first you have to prepare a static presentation. Means in HTML, how it can be presented. You have to write that. After writing that, you can implement it. You can implement, right? That's what you need to do. So let's see how we can do that same concept actually. What you do, I can use the same loop here. In this loop, for every list item we created here, we will create a var. We need to create OPT group. How to create? Document dot create element. We have OPT group. In that, after creating OPT group, then we are creating the OPT group. We are adding OPT group. After adding OPT group, now for OPT group, we have to put label. What is the label? Label is item.category. Now, after that, what we have to do, this OPT group, for that OPT group, we have to create an option here now. That means what? Where option is equal to document dot create element. What you have to create? Option. For that option, you have to define text. Text is what? product. For that option, we have to give value. Value is also what? Product. Text is and value is product. Now, once you do this, this option must be added where? It should be added to option group. That means OPT group dot append child. Which one we have to add? Option. Now that option must be added into drop down. That means what we have to do? Document dot query selector. Drop down is what? Select. Select dot what? Append child. Which one? Option. Option is added into. So, OPT group. OPT group is added into this. Now you can see here, we have televisions and all category wise. It is never possible to design a drop down in drop down. If you see multi-level drop downs in drop down, they are bootstrap drop downs, not HTML. HTML drop down don't have any such process. That means all such drop downs are designed using bootstrap, navigation, menus, and all. This is presenting the content in multi-level hierarchy. So we must able to present the content according to the requirements dynamically. For that, first you need to understand the data and you need to understand the presentation. This data, how it is presented. For that, logically you have to write. Right? So there are so many consequences asked. For example, I will copy this for you. Let me copy this. I will copy that here. Example, I am copying this. Now I will show you the another point, means another presentation here. Suppose if they asked you to create this with an expandable collapsible branch, how you'll do that? Expandable collapsible. That means this electronics should be hidden and shown. That means when user clicks on electronics, these should hide. Again, click on it, they should display. Expandable, collapsible list. How you can prepare in HTML? In HTML, how you can prepare expandable, collapsible list? What you will do for that in HTML? No idea. In HTML, to do that, you have an element called details and a summary. You know HTML have details and summary. This is used to create an expandable, collapsible content. HTML details and summary is used for this. Right? For example, what is details and summary? See here. Suppose details and summary. We have details and summary. We have. You see here, I am adding another div. Okay. In this div, I will put a ID called menu. Now what we need to do is here, let's see the logic. I will clean up all this. I will remove all that. I will just keep only this one in body load. That means only menu is there. Now what we need to do is we have to first create So for var item of collection, collection is what? Data. For every item, we have to create details. Document dot create element details. Details is an element. Now, in this details element, you will have a summary. In the details element, you will have a summary. And in that summary, you can have ordered list or unordered list like this, or divs you can use. So here we have to create summary. Document dot create element. You have to create summary element. Now summary dot inner HTML, it should contain item dot category. After that, this summary must be added to details. That means details dot append child, it should add summary. After that, we will create a div or list item or anything, right? What we will do, we will create a for again. For var product of item dot what? Products. For every product, what I will do is, for every product, I will create a simple div. Document dot what? Create element div. After that, div dot inner HTML is equal to, it will have product. Then div dot style dot margin bottom. Suppose I am giving margin bottom 20 pixel, like this I am giving. Now this div also must be added into details. Details dot append child. So div must be added into details. After that, this details must be added into container. It must be added into menu. That means document dot get element by ID. What is it? Menu. Menu dot what? Append child. Into that we have to add what? Details. And that details and summary, usually it will be like this. And I click on electronics, then it will get the electronics and show. The footwear, it will get the footwear and show. That depends on how you configure. You can create an ordered list. You can create so many things. Suppose these divs, div dot style dot margin left is equal to, suppose again 30 pixel. The left margin is 30 pixel. Then electronics, then footwear. This is dynamic how you can create. These are various presentation styles, right? If anyone asks, like, I want the presentation in this way, you must first know your HTML. That means first you should know in HTML how this presentation is designed. And that first you prepare. Generally what happens, you know, details means like this. You will have details. In the details, you usually have a summary. Summary will have title. After summary is added, in that you can add your content. That is the logical approach we have to follow. That's what I used here. That is the logical thing I have used here, right? How we can create such details and summary. Details and summary for same complex data. Suppose I want terms and definitions. For example, suppose I given like this. Let's create another data. Means I want to create the terms and definitions. We need terms and definitions. Suppose you see we have DL. DL is a data list. In data list, you have terms, definitions. Now suppose I'm having the data like this, where data array, in that object, we have topic. Topic is some JavaScript. And topic have a description. Topic have description. And this description is having some sentence. So JavaScript is a language. So, and here we have another topic. And this topic, yeah. So another topic, this topic is HTML. And we have a description. So description, it is a markup language. Like this we are having. Now I want to display them in data list as terms and definition. That means that topic must be in term and description must be in definition. That means, you know, in HTML how this is presented. I want like this. We have DL. In this DT. In DT we have to display JavaScript. After that we have to create DD, data definition. Here we have to put that description. So it is JavaScript. JavaScript is a language like this. After that, we have another DT, data term. This have HTML. And for this /DT, okay. And for this we have data definition. It is a markup language like this. Data definition, and after that data list close. That's the presentation we want. Now tell me how to write the for loop. Write on paper and show me. So online people write that code and post me, I will see. Try this. I want presentation like that. So every topic must be displayed as term. And every definition must, description must be displayed as definition. What you will create like that. Try that. So a for loop, for iterator you need to write. And that for iterator should read every item. And topic must be displayed in term. Description must be displayed in definition. So you need to create two elements, one DT element, another one DD. Remember, you cannot add data definition in data term. Data term separate, definition separate. You have to create term and definition separately, add them to data list. So done. Data list is already there. Don't need to create now. you have to create elements inside loop. If you create outside loop, how they will repeat? You have to create element inside loop. So here, let me give you the point here. What you do for var item of collection. Collection is what? Data. For every item, what you have to create? Term and definition. So var dt document dot create element, you have dt, data term, and var dd document dot create element, what is it? dd. Now here we have to define data term dot inner HTML. It should display item dot what? Item dot topic. After that, data definition dot what? Data definition inner HTML. Item dot what? Description. Okay. Now you want to add this document dot query selector. What is it? Data list dot append child. What should add? dt. Suppose I'm using document dot query selector. Another one. What is it? Data list dot what? Append child. What is it? dd. This you are adding into terms and definitions. That's the basic. For that, every time you don't need nested iterations. You don't need nested iterations. You just need to create and configure this way. Nested means what? Inside that again child list is there. Here all are simple string. There is no complex, right? If it is all string, then it's fine. Actually, if there is, suppose this description is a array, then you have to create another loop and create an ordered list or unordered list and add into data terms and definition. So this is what we expect. Generally, how people design the contents dynamically. This is example, right? These are the points you need to understand. I hope you are clear now. Now with this, what you can do, you can try some other examples later. In future, I will show you. Right? I will give you one task next level so that you can try that, right? Try designing that task, right? Based on the data. So now here till now, we learned about array and we learned about object. And you have seen array of what? Objects. Array of objects, complex. If anybody asks what is embedded object? Embedded object is nothing but an object inside object. That's also we done so many examples. Now, so here the major point is what are the issues? What are the issues with the object type data? We have some problems with object type data. What are the issues with object type data? What are the problems with object type data? I will tell you so many points here. So for that, you need some more points to understand. First, you need to answer some questions, then you can come back to this one. You learned about object. Now the first question here is, the frequently asked question here is, how to get the list of all properties, or you can say keys in an object. how to get the list of all properties or keys in an object. That means you are using some remote data. That means the data is not designed by you. The data is designed by somebody. That data you are accessing and you are using. Before accessing and using, first you should know what they provide, what data is coming. How do we know what data is coming? How to get the list of all properties? In an object, how many properties are there? How do we get that list? Simple. For that, we can use for in operator. By using for in operator, we can use all, we can get the list of all properties in an object. Right? You are working with any object. You want to know the properties. Then you can access by using this. That means now see here, I will give a simple script. Now here I will use fetch. Fetch http://fakestoreapi.com/products/1. That means one product is coming. So in this dot, then we'll create a function. So response and return response.json. And here we are using dot, then a function. What is it? Product. We are accessing the product and we want to return product. This product, what properties it is having, how should I know? Just you write a simple for var property in. We have to use in operator. In and its value means object. Object is what? Product. Then print document.write. I will print every property and put a BR, and you can see it is going to read and present all the properties here. That means you saw NASA API, you saw other APIs. Lot of data is present. How do we know what data is present? So it's simple logic you can write. By using that, you can get all the properties. So you can know all the properties like this. We have to use for in operator. Similarly, another point, how to get the list of both properties and their type. How do we get the list of both property and their type? That means what is the type of image? String type. It is a path, string type. What is the type of rating? Rating is an object. So how do we know what's their value type is? That can be done by using type of operator. This is very important. That means accessing data requires the knowledge of knowing about the data first. Right? How do we know what is the data type of that particular property? You can try like this. You can put a comma, colon. Here, first you have to use type of object. Object is what? Product of property. What it is going to return? Product of property means product of ID, product of title, product of price, like that. That means this is product.id first time. Product.id, what is its type? Number. Product of title, it is string. Like that, it can display the data type of every product. That means before dealing with the data, it's very important for a developer to know all its concept. That means you should know what is its data type, what value is coming. So what type of value is coming? Suppose you want to print the value also. Print the value also is nothing but what you do here. Just we have to print the value. Value is what? So product of property. Product of property. Product of property is going to print the value. You can see it is going to print the value and its data type now. I will do one thing. So here, this part we will print like this. I will print in a reasonable way. Here I will put in a square brace. In the square brace, this is okay, and the property. That means its value. What is the value? I will just put the value. You can see it is going to print in this way. ID is what? Number. Title is what? String. Price is a number. Description is a string. And you see, so category is a string. Image is an object. Rating is an object. Now in rating object, what properties are there? Again, you can use a nested for. Right? You can read every property of rating and display. Right? A nested for. Inside that you can use another nested. This is the technique of accessing and returning the list of all properties and their types. This is example for that. That means how to get the list of all properties, how to get the type of the properties, how to get their values. That is important. Another question asked in interviews is how to check for any property in object. How to search, how to know whether that property there or not. Suppose I want to know, is stock available in that particular data? That means in that object, we have ID, name and all. Is there any field called stock? How to search, how to check for any property in object? We do that by using in operator. In operator checks whether there is a property by that name or not, and it will return true or false. If it returns true, that means it is available. False, not available. That means what you can do is here, true or false, it will return. That means I want to write here a logic. Let's see here. I will write here a simple logic is document.write. Document write is stock available, is stock property available in product. Is stock property available in product? I want to print that. I want to know is it available or not. Then actually we write like this. What property you are looking for? Stock. In which location you are looking for? In product. That's it. In operator, which property you are looking for and in which object? Then you can see it is going to return that information. That means it shows that is stock property available in product? False. That means there is no stock. Suppose if I write like is price available in product, that means I am writing is price available in product. And you can see it is going to return true. The last line says price available in the product is true. So in operator is used for finding out whether a particular property present or not. We have to just write like this, stock in product. How do we verify whether property there or not? That you can do by using this in operator. This is an example. That means syntactically, how do we write? Syntactically, we write like this. So property name, and in object name. We have to write like this. This is going to return true or false based on whether it is available or not. Now another option is, so when you are dealing with any object, so another important question is how to remove any property from object. How to remove any property from object. In an object, there are so many properties. I don't want one property or several. How you can delete a property from an object? Suppose here, I am writing here, let's go. Okay. So here, all properties are coming. Means all properties, their type and value is coming. Suppose what I want to do is, I want to remove category. I want to remove the category. If you want to remove the category property, then what you do is, before reading here, we can do that by using delete operator. By using delete operator. We have to use a delete operator. Delete operator, you see now, before printing, I am using delete operator. Delete, what to delete? Product dot description, or say product dot what category. I deleted it. And I am refreshing here. In that there is no category. You can see in the list category is deleted. What it is showing: ID, title, price, description, image, and rating. Suppose I want to remove rating. Then what you have to do here, delete. What is it? Product dot rating. Then you can see that rating is also removed. We can delete any property. So by using this, right? This is deleting any property from an object. So how to read all properties, how to read all values, how to read both properties and values. How do we read their data types? How do we remove any particular property? These are all object related manipulations. How to verify whether the property there or not? By using in operator. These are all object related manipulations. Now for reading, for removing, for verifying whether it is there or not, is object having any methods? Object is not having any methods. Is delete operator related to object? No. Is in operator related to object? No. You are explicitly using. That means internally object don't have methods. That means if internally object have method, then object dot delete. It should be like this. Right? That means now you have seen array. When you have seen array, what you are doing? You have array dot find. it is going to find. Without find, how to find? Without find method, how you can search whether that particular value is there or not? You can use index of. Index of also finds now, but index of will directly find out and return? No. Index of will just search and it will return 1, -1 or index number. If it is -1, that means not there. If it is not -1, it is there. Then where it is there, get that location. From there, access the value. That is lengthy process. That is the reason. What is advantage now? If you have an internal method, it is faster. Right? That means what is the issue with objects? Issue with objects is nothing but all manipulations are done. All manipulations are done explicitly. What is the problem in that? It is slow. It is slow. So why it is slow? Because every operation is done externally. Right? You need lot of explicit techniques. You need lot of explicit techniques to handle object manipulations like what? Manipulations like delete property, find property, get all properties, all this. Then what is solution for this? The solution for this is there is another data type called map. We have a map type. Array map is different, only map is different. So map is an alternative for object. Map is also a same key value collection like object. But map have so many other features. Will have so many other features that we will see in the next session, how to handle them. Right? Monday we will continue with that. Monday we will see how to handle that. Okay. So Monday we will see what is map and how do we work with the map. What is difference between map and object? In latest experience interviews, they ask this very regularly. What is difference between the map and object? Because in modern JavaScript, in various occasions, we don't directly use object. Instead of object, we use map. Then what is the difference? What is the specialty of map? How to use it? That we'll see in next session. Monday we'll continue with that. Okay, right. Meanwhile, you try that exercise. Monday I will give you some more exercises, some more practical exercises. Those you have to try. Okay.